No, they can hear you. The stream can hear you.
Hey, hello to the stream,
No,
people.
no one's there.
Oh, fucking hell. Well, that was a waste of fucking time then, wasn't it?
Podcast into an empty field. Can we?
I
make
know. What is happening? So, how are you, Mike? Are you well?
Yeah, I'm a little bit rushed. I just came back from Manchester.
Manchester.
I'll bet if you had a weekend next.
Say that again, Eric.
I bet if you had a weekend next weekend with no problems, that would make your life easier, huh? Well, guess what? You're not going to have one of those weekends because I can't record on Sunday. Mom and her new special gentleman friend are going to be here on Saturday through Tuesday, I think. So you can either get a replacement for me next week, or we can postpone till Wednesday, I think.
Wednesday?
No, I guess they're leaving Tuesday morning, maybe. So I could do it Tuesday. But that's the earliest I could do it. Sorry.
Tuesday. I'm trying to think if Tuesday is okay for me. Possibly. I might have to get back to you because I'm on holiday, you see.
Darren Sims says he can hear us. Well, that's a good job.
That's good, Darren.
Someone can hear us. You were wrong.
Yeah, we can't hear you. So that's how it should be, I guess.
I'm going to Richard Webster's wedding next week.
Oh.
Are you?
Yeah.
You know, for some weird reason, I thought he was already married.
Nope.
No.
No, obviously not.
So that's where I'm going.
Soon.
So what day is that? When are you going there?
I don't know. Saturday.
Oh.
Saturday.
What do you mean you don't know?
Saturday. It's Saturday.
Jesus Christ. I'm going to a wedding. I have no idea when it is.
I booked it
You
all.
said Saturday like three
I know,
times.
eventually.
I booked it all a very, very long time ago, so I don't remember.
That's fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
So,
That is fair enough.
Shinny, are you available on Tuesday?
Let me have a look at my calendar.
30th of July. What?
I am available.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm available as far as I know. So if you don't hear any different, I'm available.
I'm available, Eric.
Cool. I think that sounds like we'll do it Tuesday.
Will that be at 9 or 10?
Either way.
It can be at
9,
9,
then,
can't it,
please.
better. Yeah, that's better, isn't it?
Yes. Excellent.
9 is better. That's the trouble with this summer, man. Summer, you've got shit to do.
Then the week after that, it's the episode 500. So.
It is. It is indeed. It is. Episode 500. I was thinking about episode 500, by the way.
Yeah.
500. 50. I didn't know whether it would be better doing it on a Saturday night rather than a Sunday night, and then more people might be available to come and listen live if they're not getting up for work on Sunday, if that makes any kind of sense.
Yeah, but we don't want people listening.
People usually have lives and they do stuff on Saturday night.
Yeah, there is that as well, I guess. I guess you're right. It was only a suggestion. That was only something I was thinking about.
Yeah.
Well, you can stop thinking about it.
Okay.
But it's a good idea. I like it. It's just terrible.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the support there.
I live to give.
Shitty idea.
It wasn't a shitty idea. It was a terrible idea. There's an important difference.
Terrible idea then.
Yeah, we should
I'm
start
ready.
the show. Yes.
Okay.
Let's do that shit.
Let's start the motherfucking show, bitch. Welcome yo to the veteran gamers. Juju, Jimmy, and the fellas will tell you about every single game that we want. Chili Willy. Reviews and any picks. Stu story time and Chinny's game breakers. Here comes Duke with the soundbite saviors.
Other kids in Springfield are SOBs. Other kids in Springfield are SOBs. Other kids in Springfield are SOBs. Other kids in Springfield are SOBs.
I guess you're right. Who cares?
Yeah, boy.
How do you know?
Switch that console off before you have to press repeat, yo.
Why do you always do this?
Why do you always not shut up?
Hello and welcome to episode 498 of the Veteran Gamers Podcast.
Yay, 498. We're feeling superb. I'm Duke.
I'm Stu.
And I'm Chinny.
Yay, we are not military veterans, people. I hate to break it to you. We are veterans of the gaming lifestyle.
Yes.
Indeed, we are.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we stream every week on.
I know he didn't do his bit. He's rubbish.
Oh shit! Yeah,
Right?
sorry. We stream every week on the internet, on YouTube and Twitch, 9 p.m. British time, which is another time elsewhere.
Yeah.
Podcasting,
I see what you did there.
podcasting.
Wow. You'd have thought we'd have got this right after nearly 500 episodes, wouldn't
Nope,
you?
you would have thought wrong.
I
11
did think completely
It's
wrong.
coming up to 11 years.
Flipping heck.
Since
That
we've
is just
done this.
ridiculous.
That's
That's
crazy.
11 52-week chunks.
Yeah.
Oh, God. That's a lot of talking, people.
Yeah, I know, right? We average 7 hours a show, so that's 11. That's 7,000 hours of talking.
Yeah,
Wow.
That's true.
I know, right?
There's a lot of talking.
It's like 3 lifetimes.
Flipping heck. Who knew? I didn't even realize it was
Yeah.
that much.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yep.
It is. I'm
In
totally
other
shocked.
news, I'm not allowed to teach math class anymore because I'm so bad at it.
Yeah, I
Well,
think
yeah,
you're
that
right
makes
about
sense.
it. Yeah, it does. I don't think
How
you'd
is
ever
that-
make the mathlete team, would you?
No, I would not. I am not a mathlete. I am not an ethlete. I am not any kind of athlete or anything with THLETE at the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, I don't even know where to go from that.
I
By the
don't
way,
know.
Chinny,
Yes,
How
mate.
about we have a story
Chinny.
time?
we have got one of those, a joint story time, kind of.
Oh, you about smoking a joint?
Yep, we did.
Smoking doobies?
Totally did that.
Dude. Or did you need to ask Chinny something?
No. No.
My favorite time. It's story time. Story
Go ahead, make with the joint story then.
So
So-
here's me, right? We've been waiting a while, haven't we, Chinny? We've been waiting a while for these press passes to be released because he says on the
Oh, right.
FAQ,
Yeah.
frigging EGX, press passes will be released later in the year. Did it not say that? That's exactly what it said, didn't it?
That is what
Mm.
this.
FAQ. No link, no nothing. So I'm thinking, we're like 2 months off now or 3 months off. Surely by now they should be released.
Surely.
Surely. So I goes back on the website, has another look, FAQ. Nope, nothing there. So I Googled it, and the Twitter came up from Feb when they actually released the original tickets, saying
Right.
press passes are now available. So I'm
What?
thinking,
But hang on, Stuart.
Hang
It doesn't
on.
say that on their website.
it doesn't.
What's
There's no
going
buttons and nothing.
on?
So when you go to tickets, it doesn't like in previous years. In fact, in the last 10 years, it says press click this link. So you can click a link and then it takes you through to the application for a press pass. Not this year. Nothing. Nothing there. Not a thing.
What are they
Nothing.
doing this year?
Well, weirdly, I thought I'm going to send them an email. So I went to the contact us page. And on the contact us page, it says, if you require a press pass, click this link here.
Yeah.
So, for some reason, better known to themselves, they've moved where you apply for press passes.
They wanted to
And
make sure
somebody-
you really wanted a press pass.
I think they bloody did. So
Yeah,
we
yeah.
might not get them. Who knows? We'll have to see what happens. We
Well,
might
you
do.
requested one.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, we've requested one, but it doesn't mean to say we're going to get one because we're like 6 months late.
Hmm.
Well, maybe you should have gone looking around for it earlier, or maybe
Well,
in a bunch
it's
of
not very obvious, is it? But then, like Kay said, probably other people have fallen foul of the same thing.
maybe they just didn't want a lot of press showing up.
I don't know. It's just weird. I don't know
That's the
why they
last thing
changed
you wanted
it.
a video games conference. It's a bunch of
I
journalists.
know, yeah. For people to cover it for you.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
It's a bit weird though
Well,
because they are
think they're
press
real journalists.
themselves.
I know, yeah, they are press. They are press. Just pay
So-
like sarcastic pills, just pay like the rest of us. We don't pay like you norms. What's the matter
Yeah.
with you?
No,
Get
it's-
out of our face with that
no,
nonsense.
we
Yeah.
refuse to pay like
You
normies.
refuse to pay like the plebs who go there and we need like alcohol gel in case they touch stuff.
Exactly.
Plebs,
exactly.
I hate you.
I know, exactly.
We have a few
We-
people in the chat.
do.
We have
Already? God,
Darren.
leave us alone, people.
Darren Sim is in the chat. Purple and Orange Dragon. Dragons is in the chat. The Humper is in the chat. I haven't seen the Humper in here for a while. He said, I can't stay. I'm at work. But has anybody played the Outer Wilds on the Xbox Game Pass? Stu has. It's a long story and it
Stu.
didn't go well. Pilch
Oh, I
says
struggle.
evening. Hardly Dan says evening. And MTK Live Horizontal HD says, I need a better name. Chinny.
Don't get that name. He just needs to play some Rocket League. That's all.
He said Chinny got robbed of a 147 the other day. That's true. I'm still
Is that
upset about it.
How did you get robbed of
All
a
right, let's get
147?
into this now, right?
How
This
do you get robbed? There's
Wait,
only you
playing?
bloody playing. What's
all
the matter
right.
with you?
Usually,
Playing.
What you guys playing? What you guys playing?
so Snooker 19 is a game where you play snooker. Okay, everybody's up to date.
Slow down. What do you? Huh?
For
Oh,
people that don't
what
know,
the hell? What do you
okay,
mean?
we've made that joke. Let's move on. For people that don't know, snooker, in snooker, you score points to win. The maximum amount of points you can score is a 147, 147
Oh, wow.
points.
Actually,
That's
that's
a bit
No,
tense.
okay. The
if
actual
you get a
maximum
free
is
ball-
155.
If there's a murder in Los Angeles, it's a
Oh
187.
my god.
Now, you see, I'm showing my actual knowledge of snooker
Yes,
here.
you
by
can
knowing
get
this
a
factoid.
155. You can get a 155 if you get a free
You
ball
can.
at the start, but no one talks
There
about
was a
that.
rap group in the 90s called Oaktown 357.
Okay. Right.
What that has to do with
the
snooker?
the show needs
is
to have
endless
the
guess.
It has
Stu,
as much to do with this story as it does your stupid comments, too.
Mine was
Finish.
right though.
Go ahead, Chinny.
That's the fact of snooker.
the very important thing that we need to learn here, right, is rhythm, right? And you've stopped me of mine,
That's a good point. Go ahead.
right?
Yeah.
And now I'm deflated. I don't want to tell you this stupid, shitty story.
So we
Okay.
can move on. We have to talk about snooker then.
Oh, go snooker.
So,
Last
that's
thing you want is someone deflating your story and getting in the way of the flow.
I know, yeah, interrupting when you're trying to get into your
Done.
flow.
Okay.
so yeah, snooker 19 playing 147. I played somebody on every Thursday at 7 p.m. People playing me from the stream, right? So that's all fine. It's all going okay, and then I start to look like that I'm going to get a 147. And the way you do this, Eric, for you is that I don't know. Do you know how snooker works, Eric? Just curious. Do you know?
Hit the balls in the holes.
Well, you're right.
Basic fundamentals.
You're right in a sense.
Yes.
The order of which you hit the balls is that you have to clear the reds first, but every time you pot a red, you have to pot a colour, which is any other red. Sorry, any
Gotcha.
other colour, any other ball. Okay,
Even
I made
Jimmy doesn't
I made a
ask
slip up.
questions.
I made a slip up. It's all hilarious. Right, another slip up. Right,
I
brilliant.
said the wrong word.
I said the wrong
You
word, but
did,
it
it
delays the
doesn't
show.
He
for
doesn't
like-
know.
No,
Oh,
we're gonna
God.
pounce on it and talk about it for 2 minutes about I said the wrong thing.
Right, go on, carry on. Sure, carry on.
Jesus.
Carry
Unless
on.
you immediately follow it with, let me try that with my teeth in.
I know, yeah, I do that all the time.
What's
Anyway, shut up.
Yes.
Chinny, what's happening? What's happening?
Right, rhythm. Okay, let's get it. So I'm knocking this 147 in, and it's I'm getting red, black, red, black, red, black. So that when you start to get this red, black combination, when you get to about 5, the brain starts to go, oh, and the arsehole starts to squeak a little bit. And then I got to 6 red and black, and I got to 7, and I got to 8, and then I got to 9, and then something happened that was out of my control. The other player that I was playing, now, and I genuinely, his name is Gareth. He's a regular. He's played me many, many times. And I make it a thing. Like, I tell people, when the game is over, when you can't win, just concede, right?
Well, yeah, that's the same in Go.
Because if I finish my break, say if I knock in at 80 break and they're still playing, that's really annoying, right?
Yeah, but not when you're on for a 1.
No, well, right. What the game usually does when you concede is let you finish your break. That's just obvious, right? For some reason, when he conceded, it ended the game.
Oh.
Ah, dude.
Oh.
So, I was so shocked. I've never been this close to a 147. It looked like I was going to get it. It was pretty, on, all right? And I was like, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it live on the show. I'm going to get it against somebody playing me. I'm going to do it. And then it just all went. And I just, for about 2 minutes, I just sat there not saying a word.
I'm not blaming this Gareth dude, but
No.
why didn't you just sit back and just watch? You know what I mean?
Well, that's what everybody said in the chat. And when you concede, you can still watch. And you know what I mean? It's a bit of a tricky situation. I genuinely look.
Yeah, but if you thought, look, all right, and again, I don't know the Gareth dude, right? So
Right.
I'm not dissing him too much, but
No.
if there's a chance it might fuck you up, you would just leave it, wouldn't you,
Yeah,
and
but
let
did
it.
he know that? I mean, did he know that that was going to happen? When
No.
You
Well, he
consider-
wouldn't, but if there's a chance, you'd just let
But
it
that's
play
fine.
out. Yeah.
Oh, you look at you with your hindsight 2020. Hey, you should have known that this was a possibility.
But-
Yeah, but it didn't make any difference to him whether he
Nobody
considered
cares.
not
Here's a
did it.
real question. Why is it called a 147?
Because
that's
it's
the maximum number of points
147
you can get.
points. Yeah,
Oh, number of points. Okay, gotcha.
I did
Thank you.
explain that earlier. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
but I was
did.
listening earlier, so you need to explain it again.
Right. Okay. It would be easier for me if you just listened the first time round, Eric. That would be really helpful towards me.
So not only have
by
been
what?
robbed of a 147, but Duke is asking inane questions now.
Yeah. So
What do you want me to do?
what?
What do you want me to do the first time around?
Yeah,
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Very good. Very good.
yeah, you're very
We're all having fun.
funny.
So that's my snooker stuff. So I've yet to knock in a 147. To be honest, it's not something I've been like. It's not like when I was trying to get my chicken dinner in PUBG. It's like it's
Well, it's not something you're thinking about, but it would be a nice to
yeah,
have.
yeah. I'd be like, oh yeah, eventually I'll probably get it.
What's the closest you've gotten?
That nine. I mean, in terms of a score, I've got a 136, right? But when you the thing is with the 147 is you can mess it up in the first two. If you pot a pink or a blue or any other color early on,
That's it.
there's no way you're
Done.
getting a 147. You have to pot red, black, red, black, red, black, red, black.
You see, the
So-
thing is, I would imagine the chances in doing it in this is the same as doing it in the real game.
It's,
you know, 'cause
it's
the-
it's a lot higher in this. Put it this way, in the game,
Yeah.
Like, my chances of getting a 147 in real life.
Oh yeah.
are
But I
greatly
mean,
diminished.
the chances of the Reds falling where you need them
Yeah,
to,
yeah.
etc., is all the same,
So
isn't it?
you're looking at the snooker right now on the screen, Eric, and basically, the way the red split at the bottom of the table is very important, right?
Ah.
So if the red split and they're stuck on the cushion, like on the screen now, there's a red at the top left a bit. Any awkward reds, any hard to pot balls, is tricky. So I had basically a very, very well split. I think this is actually the game, by the way. A very well split pack, and it was all good. And so if I just skip ahead on this stream, you'll see that it's all just
The
looking
moment
good.
It all went shit up.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's all
just
looking
shit. I
good.
don't know what the best way to phrase
So-
that is.
It's very annoying, but so the closest I've got to a 147 is this because I've never potted 9 reds and 9 blacks in a row on Snooker 19.
Well,
Um,
here's me picking up information all about the way that snooker works.
yeah.
Lisa. Hi, Super Nintendo Chalmers.
Beep, boop, beep.
I'm learning.
That's me with snooker. I'm learning.
You are learning.
Yeah.
Who knew?
So I'm just trying to find the moment where it happened, and I'm not sure.
Where
I'm
it, where it
sure it
all
was
just... Did you just get a message on screen going, "This game is over"?
the table clears, I think. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it happened. Yeah, there it is. So it happens now. Yeah. So I potted the 10th black, and then the table clears, and my little stupid face.
Oh my god!
yeah.
I bet you were sat there just staring at the screen, weren't you? I
Yeah.
could just see it.
Yeah.
And here's
but
the question.
Oh,
Here's a question. Why are you both black men?
well, I play as there's my little face there. I play as Rory McLeod. I don't know how you say his name.
Actual snooker player then.
because the other guy conceded, it's just the same
And
player on the opposite
I always
side.
play as
Uh,
Rory to try and celebrate black people in snooker. He's the only professional black man in snooker. So I was like, let's give him some more time. And then, not really as a joke, but as a kind of like a bit of a lark, Gareth played as Rory as well because I always play as Rory. So there you go. So that's what I did.
I am I'm genuinely gutted for you, Ginny,
Yeah.
because you know what I mean. Like you say, it's not like you're trying to get your chicken dinner, but it's to come close to doing that is oh man, you might not get another chance for another 6 months or something ridiculous.
Yeah, so it's one of those things. Everybody in the
it's-
chat did comment about how patient and calm I took
You
that.
were.
So
I mean, let's be honest. That's probably harder to get than a chicken dinner. I would have said.
I don't know. I'm not sure really. It's
Because
probably.
it's luck as well. Isn't it? It's a combination of luck and skill.
I'd say it's probably on a par with it. It's
Yeah.
it's that kind
Yeah.
of difficulty we're talking about. Yeah. Yeah, but you know, I compare it to PUBG. Like PUBG, people were getting chicken dinners in the first couple of weeks. You know what I mean? It's like, and like, yeah, I've got like 3, and you're like, how the hell are you doing that? So yeah, it is quite similar to a chicken dinner. Yes, it's the snooker chicken dinner.
It is snooker.
Winner, snooker dinner.
Well, I'll keep my fingers crossed that it happens again for you, mate.
Thank you very
much. Get the opportunity again, and that the next person doesn't just quit. Will be good.
No, full disclosure, by the way, Gareth.
Concede.
Yeah, Gareth, who actually he was so apologetic, like he was so sorry about it. And what's funny about Gareth is that his son plays me as well, and his son is 8, right? And he's not very good, but I still beat him because he's got to learn a lesson. But
of course you do.
Come on, I'm not going to give it to him. But he was so sorry, and he was genuinely like so sorry about it. And as MTK said in the chat, I'm still upset about it. But you know, and he said, I don't want to play next week. I think you should ban me for a week. And I went, if that makes you feel better, let's ban you for a week.
See, that's how you know it's British people. If it were in America, as soon as it happened, he'd be like, lol, mad 'cause bad, get good fag, KYS.
Yeah. Now, there was a lot of that as well.
That's what you said to him.
Yes. Antonio's in the chat.
Antonio!
Yeah, I mean, maybe you should have a new rule, Chinny.
What's
that?
that?
If someone thinks you might be on for a 147, don't concede.
Yeah, we kind of came up with that rule on the night, Stu. We
We
worked that out, Stu.
I'll bet you did.
Can't cling to your frustrations, learn from your mistakes, and move on.
Indeed.
I am an amazing. I got a funny story, and it's at Tara's expense, which I don't want to do because she's going to bring me up. We've just come back from Manchester, by the way. So she's going to bring up a nice lasagna for me to eat because I'm very hungry. So I'm going to have to eat during the podcast. So I will mute. But there was this thing this leads on to what we've been playing. But we've been playing a bit of Mario Kart, right? And the differences between Tara fully admits that patience isn't one of her best qualities. And she was picking, you know, on Mario Kart you can pick the different kind of cart that you can drive as. You can pick the tires and you can pick the parachute, right? Now the cart and the tires affect the mobility of the cart, right? So how fast it is, how it handles, all that sort of stuff. The parachute doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which parachute you pick, all right? It's just aesthetic. Tara took at least 2 minutes to pick this parachute. And then she picked a parachute, and then I looked at the track selection screen for 3 seconds, and she went, "Come on," like that. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Waiting for, dude.
Yeah.
Like on Futurama when it's like, "Come on, be more impulsive, like this," and Fry puts a turkey on his head and starts putting gravy on it.
Yeah, that's
eating cereal out of his hair or whatever.
That's what it was like. So, never mind. But it's all good. Yeah, I'm done with my game. Move on. Let's move on.
Yeah, go ahead, Stu. It's your turn now.
Okay, Beat Saber, of course, it is still in my library and still being played. I'm working on Run Boy Run on Expert at the moment, which is very difficult because it needs a lot of rhythm. So it needs a lot of rhythm and a lot of fast hand movements to pull it off. If Chinny can get it up on the screen, you'll see what I mean. But it's a great tune, and I can get probably getting about halfway through it before I fail. So getting about halfway through the song.
You failed.
I know. There's a like the faster sections at the beginning, I'm sort of starting to pull off. But as you get to as I'm getting to the faster sections in the bit, they make them a little bit more complex. So the in-between ones start to get more complex. So it's just finding the rhythm. It's all about rhythm with this game. So even though it looks like this is difficult, if you get the rhythm right, it's not too terrible. So I'm getting there. Yeah, I've lost 2 pounds again this week. So I put some on obviously while I was away on holiday, but I've got back to 2 pounds off this week. So still working out, exercising, using the old Beat Saber, Box VR, etc. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I find myself thinking, shall I play something on PS4? Nah, I'm just going to stick the VR headset on. So that's what tends to be happening. So yeah, I'm just
I'm
more
the
and
same
more.
way, except with Rocket League.
Yeah, I know. That's what's happening. I cannot actually criticize you anymore.
That's right.
I can't. But yeah, I'm loving it, like I say, and I just have no regrets at all. And I've put hours and hours onto this thing now. You know what I mean? When I got it, I thought, yeah, I'll probably play it for a bit.
Just to let the room know, I have lasagna and chips in front of me. I'm going to make my way
snap.
through this because I'm very
Yeah,
hungry. So I will
Very
chip in.
nice.
I am listening, just to let you know.
But yeah, two people now have bought a Quest on the back of my recommendations, which is always a bit scary.
Damn, it's on your hands, dude. If they don't
I
like
know
it.
MS Rangers on Twitter has been out and purchased one, but he had some interesting issues with his. He had one of his controllers just kept freezing, which I've not had at all. So he went and bought another one, and he's sending the first one back, and the second one he bought's absolutely fine. So I'm guessing he had either a faulty headset or a faulty controller or something.
Or someone took a poop on it and he was like, it's broken, it's not working. And he's trying to scam them out of a free controller.
No, I don't think so.
I think that's it.
I don't think that's it.
Yeah, that's definitely it.
So yeah, he's enjoying it so far, I think. And then we have another guy on the email, so I'll read that out later. But that's it for Beat Saber. I haven't got a lot more to say about it because what else can I really say about Beat Saber except that it's probably the best game on VR, I would have said. So there you go.
I think you've said that already.
I know, yeah. I said there's nothing left to say. Right, dude, come on. What have you been playing? You're on holiday. We're going to get some Red Dead 2. I'm ready. Go.
I've been playing Rocket League.
Oh, God. I can't do that anymore, can I? I'm sorry.
Nothing to say about it. It's summertime. They got the summer thing going on. It's going to switch over to a new thing in August. So we'll see. Yeah. What else? Okay, so there was I'm on this Reddit called What Should I Buy? And someone was asking questions about free games, and someone mentioned PlanetSide 2, and I was like, oh yeah, I played that once upon a time. I thought it was pretty cool. It's like a science fiction Battlefield clone sort of type thing, big open battlefields and stuff. Let me check it out again because it's been a while. So I installed it, played a little bit. It's really confusing. It's a fun game. It plays well, but it's hard to tell exactly what's going on because, like, in order to take the enemy bases, you have to put their shields down, but it's not clear exactly how you do that because each of the bases is different. So whatever.
So is this like Dota then? Is this that style
No,
of game?
it's more like Battlefield.
Okay.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Don't even bother pulling it up because when I got done
I can't.
playing,
You didn't put the links in the
well,
Of course he didn't.
It's because there's nothing to put up.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't put up the next one too. So I'll do that when the next person's talking. Don't worry.
Okay.
Here's the thing. My fan was really loud when I got done playing PlanetSide 2. And I'm like, what's up with that? And I go to open up the program I use is called Speed Fan because it's cheap. It's free. And it said, cannot access fan and temperature info. I was like, what?
Ooh.
So I was like, oh, that's no good. So I restarted the computer and it still wouldn't work. And I was like, what's going on? What have I done differently? Oh, PlanetSide 2. Would PlanetSide 2 make the fan not work? Yes. The answer is yes. It doesn't allow the fan. Apparently, it uses something called BattlEye, which is anti-cheat software, which is apparently also used in PUBG now and in Rainbow Six Siege. So what BattlEye does is it blocks something involving SpeedFan. So SpeedFan can't access the temperature, which means you have to restart your computer and disable BattlEye every time you play the game if you want to reactivate SpeedFan. And there's forum posts all over the forums for PlanetSide 2 and Rainbow Six Siege and PUBG now with people saying, please stop this. I want to use SpeedFan. And they go, no, it's too likely that people are going to cheat using this workaround or whatever. So the SpeedFan needs to refix itself. But here's the thing: SpeedFan hasn't been updated since like 2015. That software never gets updated. It's free. What are you going to do? Fire the guy who made it? No. So we're just shit out of luck.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Do you know, I find my head spins a bit at how people find these exploits. and
Yeah,
stuff.
it's pretty disappointing because don't nobody in the Xbox or PS4 world need to deal with this. They just play the game. Of course, they can't play a lot of the games that we can play, or not some of them.
I noticed you use the word we now.
Yeah, that's right.
Them and us, man. Consoles and
Yeah.
PC,
Master
the
Race.
Master Race.
Yeah. So anyway,
is you.
that was my adventure with Planet Side 2. It's fun, but it's really hard to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, I think I
use for my fan, but it costs like $8 a year, and I'm like, $8? Oof. I'm not made out of $8.
I'm not made out of $8.
Yeah. So anyway, that's
Jesus
me.
Christ.
Jenny, what else you got?
Are you still eating lasagna?
Hang on.
Yes, Stu might need to go.
Yes. Stu, go. I'm
Is that
hungry.
it? All right, okay, that is a thing. Okay, I bought a new game this week.
Ooh, a new
Guess
Ooh.
what platform I bought it on?
on the VR.
Indeed, they do on the Oculus Rift. Yes, new game released this week, and that game is called Racket NX, and that game is awesome. So, there's a bit of a theme, a running theme here with the Oculus Quest. It seems that the best games on this platform
Are the
all
ones where you
relate
stand still?
No, they don't.
See?
They all relate to fitness and moving around stuff. Yeah. So Racket NX, this is a breakout crossed with pinball, crossed with I have no clue.
Kind of looks
So
like it's crossed
basically,
with Peggle.
that's with tennis, I guess. So
Yeah.
basically, you're stood in the middle of a big domed arena, which is good because you don't have to move your feet very much apart from spinning round. And you've got to basically hit the targets on the walls, which sounds quite simplistic, but in actual fact, it isn't because there's multipliers. There's like a thing that charges your ball up. If you hit it harder, it sort of like goes across the wall. So it sort of moves. It depends on how hard you hit it. But the harder you hit it, the more momentum it gets, and when it goes, it could even like go up and down the wall twice. And the aim of the game is to clear the wall as quickly as possible, getting the maximum points doing it. And it's so good.
Can you
you
get
also,
7-4?
can you do what? Sorry.
Get a 174 like in Snoop.
No, it's a 147, and no, you can't.
147.
173, yeah.
Don't worry, I'd already corrected him. Yeah, it's just a great game. So what you can see on screen now, and for the listeners who obviously can't see this, you have a power bar at the bottom that slowly depletes every time you hit the ball. But you recharge that by hitting the blue crosses on the walls. So that's how you get more energy. And this guy at the moment is actually playing the multiplayer game. So he's playing against another opponent. So you can do that as well. And it's cross-platform. There's not this fannying around with like, oh, you can only play people on the Quest. It crosses over every platform. But it's just excellent. It looks great. And you can do that thing there where you can drag the ball back towards yourself as well if you want to.
Ooh,
Direction.
towards yourself.
It's just gorgeous. It looks great. It plays perfectly. What I have noticed of a lot of people who are playing this and reviews, etc., is this is available on the HTC Vive and obviously on the Rift S and the original Rift on the PCs. But people are saying like they picked it up on there and hardly played it because you have to turn 360, and when you've got a wire attached to the top of your head, or in the case of a Vive, 2 or 3 wires coming out of the top of your head.
Oh, you're all tangled up in the wires. You're
They're
gonna
all tangled because you're spinning
yourself.
around. Wires are tripping you up, and you're
Oh,
wrapped around your neck.
It's a hazard.
Yeah, none of those issues with the Quest. It just works brilliantly. It's so
Yeah.
well optimized.
Suck it. People who bought other VR headsets.
Yeah, and paid about £1,000 for a PC just so you could run it.
Suck
Don't need none of that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's perfect game for this platform. These sorts of games for me are just awesome. And I mean, It's a cheaper. It's one of the more budget titles. It's like 15 quid or something, 14 pounds, and it's worth every single penny. So good. So yeah, if you've got an Oculus Quest, totally recommend Racket NX because it is awesome. There
And if
you
you
go.
got some other
Cool.
VR headset, then you should just suck it.
Yeah, chuck that in the bin and get a Quest. What is the matter with you? Because we
Idiots.
don't need no wires. telling you now. Chini, are you available again? Are you back
I
in
am.
the room?
I have not finished it yet, but I have made myself available for this section. Oh, pardon me. Oh my god. Yeah, that lasagna is very nice. I'm enjoying it so much. Okay. I've been playing. I played a game that you played last week, Eric.
Ooh, super hot.
It was Katamari. Is it Katamari Damacy?
Hey, Katamari Damacy.
Okay, yeah.
Katamari Damacy.
So did you buy this on the Switch sale then? Did you
No,
get that
it's a demo that I downloaded because I've always been interested by.
It's a demo. It's a demo.
I was waiting for that clip.
I was.
I've always been interested by Katamari, but I never really played. I played a version of, I think, this game on the 360. So I was like, oh, I'll give it a go. And I remember, sorry, I just dropped something. I remember back on the 360 when I tried it, the controls being really dumb.
I love this music. I'm sorry, I can't resist. I have to play it. Come on, get in with the main thing now.
Okay.
Come on. Sorry, hang on. Oh, it's so good.
The music is very fun. I do like the music. Yes, so I played it. I didn't like the controls on the 360 version of it that I played. I thought the controls were awful. So I thought, okay, well, let's give it another go. Play it on the Switch, and hated the controls again.
Oh, no.
And I thought maybe I need to get used to it. Played it, but I didn't get it. And then I just found it really awkward. And I gave it to Tara and said, do you want to try this demo? And she tried it. And she found it very frustrating, but she liked the music as well. So
what was the matter with the controls then?
they don't work the way you think. Duke?
Yeah, so basically it's like driving a tank. You push them, you use the thumbsticks. It's all about the thumbsticks. And you push them both forward in order to go forward. You turn around by pushing one up and one down, which that's not intuitive. You wouldn't think that's how it works. So
Yeah.
you end up pulling both of them to the right and then moving to the right, hoping that you're turning, but you're not. So
Yeah.
I found that the most recent time I played, I really got a better sense of it, but I agree with Chinny that it's not the most intuitive way to control it.
It's like driving a tank if the tank was upside down.
Yeah.
Oh, is it
and-
inverted as
It's also
well?
picking up everything it touches.
and pick it up wherever it touches, and the tank is operated by blind dogs.
And it also bumps into stuff constantly, and then you bounce
Constantly.
around.
Yeah. So the aim is to make your ball bigger, and when you knock into stuff or like those little fucking mice keep
Yeah.
crashing into you, it knocks
Yep.
you. I can see its appeal. It's a fun game. It's colourful. It's crazy. I couldn't be asked to put it. I found it more annoying than it. I wanted to like it, but it was annoying me. So I'm not going to buy it.
Yeah.
So there is
Well-
Katamari Doo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yabba dabba doo.
Yes.
Okay.
All right,
I guess
my turn.
it's back to Duke.
Yeah. So I guess after the Steam sale ended, they had another sale, and I said, "Huh, it's been a while since I've played this game." Because they did Civilization 5, that was the last one I owned, and then they did Beyond Earth, which I heard bad things about. And then Civilization 6 came out, and I was like, "Huh. Well, let's see what the reviews say." And they were mixed. But all the negative reviews were like, the AI sucks. It's not, it doesn't handle this technical element well, and I had this crash and whatever. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna give it a shot. And Civilization 6 is awesome. It's a lot like Civilization 5, only more polished and more fun. I don't know if y'all have played a lot of Civilization games, but
I played it a little bit, but I don't know. It's just not my kind of game. It's too slow, and I'm just like, I have no clue what I'm supposed to be doing.
yeah,
I just attack stuff just for the sake of it,
so,
because I didn't
like,
really know what I was meant to do.
For me, anything that's turn-based gets annoying for me. The only
Period.
the only turn-based game that I like is chess. That's it.
well, as you all know, I'm into Crusader Kings 2 and Stellaris and strategy games in general. Now, here's the thing. I don't think I've ever won a strategy game. And so I played the tutorial for this, and I was like, oh, I'll be able to do the tutorial where you have one enemy, and you basically, once you take over that other enemy, you win. And I was like, I can do this. Watch out. Crack my knuckles. It's on. Well, no, because apparently there's a bug when you get to the part where you're choosing your pantheon and you get to decide which god your people are going to worship. It breaks this tutorial. So I was like, what am I supposed to do here? And it just froze because you can't pick a god. That's not part of the tutorial, but it came up with that screen. So at that point, it's just, you're done. And I went looking online how to deal with it, and it was like, you can't, it's a game breaker.
That seems like a really weird thing not to spot.
It really is.
Game break.
Now, apparently, it's because they put the Pantheon system in later, after they made the game. So they added it, and apparently they didn't realize that it was going to break the tutorial. Which, again, seems dumb, but it is what it is. So I was like, okay, well, I don't know. Maybe I can just start it up again and then do an end run around. No, it doesn't save your progress on the tutorial. I was like, God.
You can't be doing that, man. That just drive me potty.
And I saw the thing on the one of the forums. The dude was like, oh, so I can't finish the tutorial. And the person was like, yeah, well, you're ready to play the real game anyway. I was like, dude, that's not the point. I was going to actually win something in this game. Yeah. Now, here's what I've done. I started a game. I made it as easy as possible because, like I said, I'm never win these games, and I'd like to see what it's like to actually win. Now, for those who don't know, there's a number of ways to win at Civilization. One way is, like you said, Stu, just tag everybody and take people over. But the problem is that's hard to do.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it did not work well for me.
Right. And the reason for that is because if you just put in everything militarily right away, you're not going to develop any science. You're not going to develop any culture, which means it's going to be hard for you to develop stuff quickly in terms of producing things quickly. And you're not going to get the best weaponry and the most advanced soldiers when you need them. So you really have to develop all the different parts of your empire at the same time, which is what I never do because I usually do the military approach. But here's the thing. There's other ways to win too. You can apparently launch like 3 space elements: Earth orbiting rover, moon base, Mars base. And if you get all 3 of those first, then you win. Or you can have some cultural victory where you make a certain number of the wonders of the world or whatever it is. There's a number of things, like you can have a diplomatic victory or whatever. So I like the fact that there's different options, but I don't really know how to do any of those things. So what I've been doing is just trying to build my Egyptian empire. I think the one that we have here is an English empire, but whatever, it is what it is. The only real difference is, well, I shouldn't say the only real difference. The difference between which empire you choose, and you can choose from, civilizations around the world. There's African civilizations, Asian civilizations, European civilizations, et cetera, et cetera. You have certain perks and certain drawbacks based on which civilization you choose. So I'm playing as the Egyptian civilization. You have this certain chariot unit, military unit, that gives you certain advantages early in the game, which is nice. You can make the Great Pyramids, which I did. Oh yeah, what now? I got pyramids. Nobody else has them.
Congratulations.
But, thank you. But
Yeah.
there aren't too many different perks like that. They're just sort of small differences from here to there. So it's basically, who do you want to be when you play this game? So I'm being Cleopatra is the way that works. You could be Gandhi.
Is she looking at you?
Yeah, she sure is. Anyway, the point is that I've been doing okay so far. because I set it to like, I think I set it to like 5 other civilizations because there's going to be AI civilizations attacking you. And I think you might be able to set it to 0, which I probably ought to do so that I can take out all the barbarians and then not have to worry about anybody else. Because here's the thing, if they're developing faster than you, they're going to wipe you out eventually. And I was just like, damn it, because Rome was doing that. And Caesar at one point comes to me and he goes, "You are puny. You are nothing. I denounce you." And I was like, well, what does that mean, you denounce me? Is that a problem? I mean, is this going to come back and hurt me? And then eventually he goes, "You need to stop building so close to my empire." And I was like, you have a choice to say either, get bent or, okay, I won't build near you. So I said, okay, I won't build near you. And then I kept building near him. And he goes,
like you do.
yeah. And then he goes, "That's it. This is war." And he declared war on me. And I was like, all right, let's
Well,
do
you were
this.
encroaching on his land. What did you expect him to
But
do?
I wasn't in his territory, though. He was just claiming the whole continent as his.
What a prick.
Live on my knees?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Better to die on your feet than to live on your knees.
Wow.
Wow.
Servants
Okay.
in heaven, kings in hell. Anyway, the point is, he brought it, and I was able to fight him off. And so he kept attacking me, and I was fighting back, and I was defending myself very well. And eventually he goes, "Okay, how about this peace treaty?" And it was like he gave me a certain amount of gold every turn, and he got this, and I got that. And I was like, oh, sweet. I won, and I get tribute from him. And then he goes, like 5 turns later, he goes, "I denounce you. Your kingdom is tiny." I was like, dude, you can keep denouncing me if you want. If you want to fight again, we can fight again. Because because I was just trying to do everything all at once. And basically, I was trying to expand early on, not build up my military. So I think I probably had just enough soldiers to fend off his attacks. But if he had had a little bit more military, I probably would have died.
Would you not have been better going on the offense at that point and getting him on the back foot?
Maybe, but I didn't want to risk it, especially because I spread out early, which meant that I now have like 7 cities with which I can just churn out soldiers. So now I've just got this military that's a lot of soldiers, but not very technologically advanced. And that's the thing that's worrying me, because Caesar, they show you who's where on the technology tree, and he's quite a bit ahead of me. So I'm worried that he's going to reach a point where he's got like planes that he can drop bombs on me, and I got my little crossbow dudes like pew pew.
See, them Romans, man, they were very advanced.
Apparently. So
Yeah.
whatever. I mean, it's frustrating though, because I set it on the easiest level. I feel like I've been doing everything right. You have advisors who are like, you should make this, and you should do this addition, and you should do that. And I'm like, I've been doing everything you've told me to do, and still I'm getting beat by this dude. What do I have to do differently?
Sack your advisors. That's what you need to do. Get some decent ones.
I think what I need to do is I need to watch some like guides
Hmm.
how to play this game better, because like I said, I've played it a lot over the years. I think a friend of mine had Civ 3 back in the day, and I've played a lot of these games. Like I feel like I understand the mechanics of it pretty well, but I've never won, which is ridiculous.
You see, here's the thing, though, right? You talk about these games where you have to go and watch a guide to play the game, and I just think,
Yeah.
I ain't got time for that shit, man. I just
Yeah.
want to pick up some lightsabers and slash it, or just pick up a controller and play stuff.
Well, that's why I like Rocket League, because I can just pick it up and have that feeling. But here's the thing. The feeling of being able to fight off Caesar, that was so satisfying. I was so proud when he came to me on his knees like, "Let's have a peace treaty." I was like, yes, you're damn right. You're not going to beat me militarily.
You little bitch.
Yeah. So now what? So that's the thing, is that it takes a long time to get there, but when you get that feeling, it's like, yes, I didn't screw this completely up.
Nice.
So, I don't know. Whatever.
Hmm.
That's Civilization 6. I really like it. I think it's a very good game. I think it's very well made. I don't understand it like I want to, so I'll keep at it, and maybe I'll be able to have some good news next week. Who knows?
You never know.
I'm
Let's
glad
hope
you're
so.
enjoying it, Duke. I never got
Yeah.
into them. They're just not my thing. You know when a thing's not your thing?
Oh, yeah.
Just not your thing,
Just
man.
ain't my thing.
VR
Ain't-
is not my thing, because I'm
Say
not a
again.
dork. VR is not my thing, because I'm not a dork.
Oh, that's correct.
To be fair, you've only ever tried the very early Oculus, haven't
That's true.
you? So, you know, you haven't tried no
Or
recent
try.
stuff.
I need to find a VR headset here in town that I can play Beat Saber on, and then I can make a judgment.
Exactly. That's what you need to do.
That's what I need to do.
You need to swing those bingo wings around and get it sorted.
Spyro's Beat Saber controller.
Indeed,
Jenny, you got something?
Yeah, you got something?
Yeah, I've been playing a bit more Mario Maker 2.
Mario Maker.
So I published a level. That was exciting.
Yeah, last week, and the code was 6235518X39.
I can actually I'll get my code up again.
47. That's the code, right?
No,
That was
wasn't the
it.
code, no.
I remember that.
So so I published a level. It was a very short and sweet level, nothing massive, but I got people played it. Can you believe it? People actually played it. It was unbelievable, and I was honored that people.
Any of
played
them
it.
finished the level? 'Cause you
Yeah,
said,
it's not a difficult.
okay.
Yeah, it wasn't a difficult course. It was just to do the process, I guess, and just to see how I got on. And no, it was all right. So, but what I've discovered in the last week is making levels is hard. Last week I talked about how designing stuff is fun and stuff, but then you're like, this isn't good enough. This is hard, and you try and do something clever, and then it doesn't quite work. Doing clever things is really difficult. I had a moment this week where I was playing Mario Maker 2 and went, I can't make a good level. This is no good. I'm not going to be as good as these other people that play and make levels and stuff. So I got a bit not upset, but just like bummed out. I'm like, I'm never going to be as good as some of these people that make these levels.
I think you need to aim higher, Chinny. I think you're putting yourself down too much there a bit.
Well, it's a passing thing. He's going to get to the next part of the story.
No, I got depressed and that was it. No, it's
He turned the corner and realised how it was gonna happen.
I think the corner that I turned, Duke, was that I'm gonna care less about it, and not do it. I mean,
So what was sorry? What's different about the first level you made and the next level you wanted to make?
I suppose
Why did it suddenly become hard?
the first level I made was just simple, just to sort of prove that I could do it, and then I started playing other people's levels
I got you.
and seeing how good they were.
See, I think what you're doing is you're comparing yourself to other people, and that's not a good idea.
Well, I constantly do. But anyway, I just
You need to be better at that, at not doing it. Like me, I'm great at not doing that. So you should be like me in terms of not caring about what. I'm just kidding. Get it?
yeah, I see what you mean. But I still like Mario Maker. I struggled with making like a bigger level, something a little bit more sort of smarter and clever. Then I got a bit sad that I couldn't do it. And then
So why couldn't you do it? Was it just your lack of understanding of the tools, or was it just that what you wanted to do you couldn't do?
It's just that it's not lack of understanding. It's like it's when you it's I'm not really explaining myself very well. It is how difficult it is to make a level. All right, just to make something that's clever, fun, and just not really, really hard or really.
Something in mind? Did you have something in mind? And
I've got one level in mind that I have got one level in mind that I haven't started yet. But it's just that you can either make something really, really hard or really, really simple and like lame, right? It's really hard to make something in the middle. It's really difficult to make something that's like, oh, this is like, this was cool, this was challenging, and it's very, very difficult. And yeah, I even got so into it where I was like, I'm gonna watch Miyamoto and the other chap. There's another chap. He designed the first Mario and all the other Marios, and when Mario Maker 1 came out, they played their first level. You know, the first World 1-1, right? They played it and explained some of the designs behind it, right? And it was very clever. How it's like, this is why we put the mushroom in. This is why we put coins in. This is why we do this, and this is why we do that. And it was so cool. to watch them do that. But they're so clever, and I suppose what it does really, it just makes you realise that it's just so difficult to make.
Making games is hard.
Make a level. Yeah, I mean, like they had to make these levels when it was, when you had to build it in code and.
Yeah, I was going to say, I bet they'd have loved these tools to build it
So
with.
we've got like simple tools, I literally just drag and drop, and it's still really difficult to make great levels. So I will I will play some more of it. So my code. And by the way, 22 people have played my level. 4 people have loved it. Give it a like and all that sort of stuff. So that's okay. So I do plan to. Upload another one. I don't know how do I find my ID? It's very confusing. Where is it? I don't know. It's there's a lot of jank. I tried to play there's an endless mode in Mario Maker. Don't know if you know what this is. Hello, is anybody listening?
I assume it's the mode where it's endless. It just keeps going.
It does. Yes. So yeah,
if we're quiet for too long, Chinny's worried we've gone.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, I know how he feels. Sometimes you're just talking and it's like, hey, anybody listening? Hello?
So there's different endless modes. You can play it like easy, normal, hard. So you can play like I think each level is categorized as like easy, normal, hard, and then you can just play forever, use the created levels, pretty much. So you could play for 10 hours just going at it. And playing like crazy stuff, so I might do a bit of that. I was even thinking about just playing through the story a bit more and just getting some ideas, but it's tricky. But what I've done when I said care less, I think I'm just gonna think less about it and just get on with it, right?
Yeah.
And make mistakes and So my ID, my Chinny ID is L80PP2. VQF. That's L80PP2VQF. And 2 people have left comments on my level, and I'm going to shout them out later. So if you play my levels and leave comments, I'm going to shout you out. All right? So do that shit. And let me know.
And I'll shout out.
And send me on Twitter, send me your levels and stuff. And I want to play what people have been making. So Mario Maker, I do love it though. It's great, and the single player, it's 100 levels by Nintendo. The single player is pretty fun as well. So I'm enjoying it. I'm happy with it.
There you go. Like I say, I kind of like. What's weird with me, I like Mario games when I play them, but then I'm just not into them that much.
No.
It sounds weird. I sort of enjoy it when I'm playing it, but then I'm not that bothered about like playing it. Does that kind of make sense?
Sure. Yeah.
So I don't think I'd ever have any interest in buying or playing this at all.
No, I think would you if you had my Switch in front of you would be interested in playing the levels that I made? Probably.
Yeah, of course I would. Yeah, I'd have a go.
Yeah,
but I'm not going to buy the game just to play your levels.
No,
as much as I love you, Chinny.
I understand that.
Yeah. I'm not going to invest that kind
now,
of
if there were VR
cash.
Forget about it.
Now, if this was in VR, it probably is on that stupid cardboard thing that Nintendo brought out.
Yeah. No, it's not. So, yeah, Mario Maker, still loving it, still enjoying it. I'm going to crack on with some levels and just not get so precious about it.
Yeah, so sort of into it, you know what I mean? Just stop, chill, chill, man.
Just chill. I think less, just get on with it, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, get on with it and just make some good levels, just chilling.
Cool.
That's what you need to be doing.
There you go.
Learn
so that's
by doing. That's the best way to do anything. Like that's how I learned, music production and stuff, and like playing Go and cross stitching. Like just do it. I mean, if you enjoy the process, you'll get better.
Yeah.
So let your subconscious brain take over.
Yeah, exactly.
You become the backseat driver. That's what you want to do.
Exactly.
See, that's some good advice right there. That is.
Well done.
I'm going to talk about a game next that, like, one of my favorite game developers. So
are they Japanese? Are they Japanese?
No, they're not actually. Or are they? I think some of them might be. I don't know. So, one of my favorite developers is That Game Company.
Oh, called it.
Who've made such amazing games as in Flower and Journey. And the next title is finally out. I am so excited. Oh my god. So this game is called Sky. And although it's not a follow-up to Journey, it could be a follow-up to Journey, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Is this only for a certain platform, Stuart?
It might be, because I haven't fucking played this game. Because it's on the friggin' App Store only at the moment. And it's
Like
it's not
Apple
coming to
App
console.
Store?
Yes. It's on
Oh.
the Apple App Store. It's not coming to consoles at the moment. I don't know whether it ever will.
Is it released now?
Yeah. If you've got an iPhone or an iPad,
I've got an iPhone.
you could be playing this game. I can't freaking play
Yeah,
it.
but I want to.
I really want to play. But here's the thing, right?
Well, you
Millie, Millie is being very selfish at the moment
Why?
because
Why?
she has an iPad Air, right? So I said, can you download me a game on there? And she's like, well, I could if I could get to my account, but she's got an old account on her iPad Air and she's never updated it to a new account. So she can't sign in because she can't remember a password for it. So therefore she can't download anything off the App Store.
Is there some way to reset the password? I thought every password had a
There
button.
is, but it's a real faff, and we did it, and it didn't work. So in the end, she just created a new account on her phone.
Okay.
So she's just left that as it is. So stuff gets updated, but she can't download anything new because she has to sign in to do it.
She is totally your daughter.
Right. So I said to her,
So
well,
cut a hole in the side of
I'm
the
like, just
iPad.
reset your iPad and put your new account on it. Can't be bothered doing that. I'd have to re-download all these apps.
Stuart, repeat after me. My house, my rules, my game. Give me that.
I know, and she'll go on my iPad. So yeah, I'm a bit gutted because I desperately want to play it, but because Millie's being so selfish, she won't let me. It's a really strange game, by the way. You've got to put the stars back in the constellations where they belong.
Well, that's exactly what Katamari does.
The fact that
It's
you
about-
the fact that you can't play it makes me want to play it more.
I know, and then you can
You
rub
can
in
hold
how
You
how
know, you'll come back and go.
weird it is
I
that
always
you don't
hated
like
the
it."
games, but this one's amazing. Oh, Stuart, you can't believe how awesome it is.
I'm gonna pause there. The chat. I've missed some of the chat. Gareth Braint, the man who stopped me from
Oh,
getting the
he's
147,
here.
is
Oh, who
in the
invited him?
chat. And he
my
said, "Hi,
God.
Chinny. Are we friends now?" Yes.
Did
we're-
you not tell him he was banned from the chat as well?
No, he's fine. The Slicer said, "Hi guys, trust you're well. I liked SimCity where you had earthquakes and Godzilla. What is not to like?" Darren says, "I've been playing City Skylines this week. You have to pay for the DLC in that for the disasters." Yeah, I need to get back into that. And then Step J
You know,
said,
I saw some weird story about City Skylines today that somebody had built a calculator that worked by using the shit from the cities, the
Okay.
sewage, and the way that it flowed, and that's how it was powered or something. I don't know, some weird
Nice.
stuff that people
Calculator.
worked out how to make. I don't know.
Step J also says, what's that VR console called again?
Oh, I'm not gonna fall for that.
You might
So,
be you
yeah.
might be being genuine.
He's not being genuine. Look, Google it.
I don't get the joke.
I think
Because I
he's,
talk about it so much.
Yeah,
He's
I think
like,
that's the gist.
Eh-heh.
Ah, well, whatever. So yeah, Sky Children of Light, I want to desperately play, but Millie's being very selfish and won't sort out her iPad, so I can do. It is coming to Android, but when that is, there's no date. So I will eventually get to play it, but when that is, I have no clue.
it's coming to Android. You'll be
Yeah.
fine. You're just being an impatient brat.
Well, I am impatient because I want to play it now, not like in a month or 2 months, whenever they, whatever. I mean, I'm shocked that they've spent 7 years in the making. That they've brought it out on mobile devices. It just seems a weird decision. I don't know. But I guess they just want to get it in as many hands as possible. But it works a lot like Journey, apparently. You see other players in the game at the same time. But what's interesting about this, whereas Journey, they were always completely anonymous and you couldn't find out who they were and stuff like that. In this game,
Oh, wait a minute. This is free?
yeah, it's free to play.
Okay. Get, download.
It's free to play. In this game, you can assign
You
names.
hear that sound? That was me installing it.
Oh, whatever. You can assign names to the people that you play with, so you can call them whatever you like. So it's a bit weird like that.
Bobhead.
Anyway, I'm guessing you both got a rubbing nut. You can play it and you think it's shit. Whatever.
I'm not going to play it.
No, you probably will just
download it and not
say how terrible it is, or he'll download it and just delete it without playing it.
Heyo.
Or whatever. So yeah, that's that. But I actually have played some other stuff. I didn't talk about this last week, but I played it on holiday. But we talked about games for enough last week. I played a game called Framed. I didn't talk about this last week, did I?
Okay. No, I don't
As
think so.
Framed for murder.
Yeah, I don't think I did. I played a game called Framed, which is on mobile devices as well as the Switch. I saw this ages ago, so it's been out for quite a long time. But it's a really cool puzzle game.
Right.
I love it. It's so clever.
It's very interesting looking. It looks like a comic book panel
is.
frame, right?
So it's like noir. It's sort of.
I like noir.
Framed. I get you.
Yeah. So basically, what you've got to do, you've got to play out the story by moving the frames around.
Ooh.
So it goes wrong, and you've got to work out which screens you need to move to where for him to escape.
Mm.
It's really well done. It's very clever, and I like it. And obviously, as the game goes on, it gets more and more complex. But yeah, I bought it in the sale. It was like a couple of quid for the whole collection because I think it's about 3 games altogether that they brought out. But yeah, it's cool. You like once it's played out the first time, it then pauses, and then you know in sort of you can just take your time then moving screens around. Then you can play it, see if it works. If it doesn't work, you can move a couple of more around. But yeah, it's very, very clever. I really like this game. You know, if you've got a Switch, I think it's pretty cheap, even if it's not in the sale. But yeah, it's really, really good. If this one's passed you by, because I think it's been out for a number of years now, yeah, it's definitely worth picking up, and it looks great. You know, the way that it works. So yeah, great little puzzle game, really good. Yeah. Anything else from you, Chinny?
No, not really. I've not even played that much Minecraft this week, so no, I'm done.
Are you done? Anything else from you, Duke?
Hell no, I ain't got nothing else to say.
Nothing else to say. I had one other game. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. One that only I actually played this, but we had quite an amusing time this week. Back on VR, T for God, you know, this game that's virtually procedurally generated or whatever.
Okay.
Where you're walking around this sort of, where it creates a virtual space in a small...
Yeah, I remember.
Clever.
Yeah.
Technically, it's very impressive.
It's a technical marvel.
It's a technical marvel. So, one of Millie's friends, Holly, who's never tried VR before, we thought it'd be quite cool to, you know, like put that on and sort of see how she found it. And she was completely freaked out. It was very funny to watch.
Good.
Because robots come up behind you and something, you turn around and they're just like there in your face. And we had screams. She tried to step over stuff in game.
Yeah.
So she could see something on the floor and she thought she had to step over it. So she was, you know, in real life stepping over stuff that didn't exist, which was just so funny to watch. Because to me, you know, because I'm like used to VR now because I've done it quite a lot. That stuff doesn't faze me at all, but obviously someone who's never experienced it before, she was completely freaked out, and Millie was just constantly videoing her and Snapchatting it to all her friends, so they could all have a laugh at her expense.
That's what the kids do. The kids.
It's what the kids do.
Yeah, troll your friends and mock everyone.
Yeah.
Get it on Insta. So yeah, what I'd say is if you've got a quest and you've got a side quest, which is what you need to load this. Yeah, give it a go. It's totally free, and it's such a cool tech demo that can show you how you could create a massive space to play in with very little space available. And I think that's what's so clever about it. So there you go. And that's it from me. I'm all done for this week.
Nice.
So time for some news. We've got some news, people.
All right.
Putting news first.
So, on a scale of 1 to 10, Duke, how excited are you?
Not at all.
What if I told you that Rebel Galaxy Outlaw is out next month?
Yeah. I heard about that. You know, whatever. Like, I'm curious. I haven't seen enough about it to really get me worked up. it's a good series of games. You know, Rebel Outlaw has a lot of good stuff about it, but I'm not convinced.
I mean, technically, it looks a whole lot better than the original game.
The original is great technically. It's just
No, I mean graphically, it looks
I
more
thought it
polished.
looked great graphically too. Here's the question: is it just broadsides combat, or is there other kinds of starship combat?
I've not a clue. I was
Okay.
hoping you'd tell me. I would assume you'd been following this, seeing as you're a big fan of Rebel
Yeah, I
Galaxy.
follow all sorts of video game news, don't I? I'm known for that.
Well, you knew about it.
So that puts it in the top 10% of things that I'm paying attention to in the games that are coming out soon. I know about its potential existence. That doesn't mean anything.
I don't know.
Anyway, I'm glad you're willing to let me know. I mean,
I thought I'd let you know, man. It's out next month.
What is it? What is it?
It's like a space thing.
fighting game.
Okay.
It's like if Elite Dangerous weren't stupid and boring.
Yeah, that is true. I was going to argue with you then, but I can't.
Yeah.
I cannot argue with that point.
On the other hand, I mean, Elite Dangerous in VR, so I don't know. Is this going to be available in VR?
I have no clue. It doesn't say it is. Doesn't say it is, so maybe not. Maybe not. Yes, DayZ has finally decided it's got alpha signups for a battle royale mode. Would you believe? So yeah, DayZ's getting into the battle royale eventually. It's only taken them. How long has it taken them? I don't know. This thing's been out for donkey's years, hasn't it? Forever.
Yeah.
So
they're a bit
yeah.
late to the party there.
Well, it always fascinates me. It's a bit like Epic, wasn't it, when they did whatever that thing they did was.
Yeah.
Not Epic, but Cliffy B.
Yeah.
When he did that thing, and it's like, no one cares about these types of games anymore.
Yeah. It's weird.
So yeah, you've got to.
But then Apex came out.
Yeah, true enough.
So.
Yeah, that was kind of later, but this is even later to the party.
Yeah, but
isn't
Apex
it?
was after the Cliffy B debacle. The difference with Apex is that it was fucking good.
Yeah.
Really
yeah,
good.
Wasn't shit.
It was really good.
Yeah. The only other bit of news is that, and this doesn't affect me, but I am quite jealous. But Tetris Effect, which is the amazing Tetris game, which was on, well, it was kind of a Sony PS4 exclusive. So I can play this, but only in sort of normal mode, if you will, not in VR, because I haven't got a bloody PlayStation VR thing anymore. But it's coming to VR on Epic's Game Store. So you can play it if you've got a Vive or whatever, I don't know, Rift. So, yeah, so you can play that in VR if you want. I won't get to play that in VR because it's not on the Quest. But anyway, here's hoping. If it's gone to other stuff, it might come to there eventually. Yeah, so I'm kind of excited if I could play that, but can't. And that's kind of about it. There isn't. I must admit, news these days has got a bit slow. There's hardly any big news.
Yeah, I
anymore.
think after E3, everybody takes a holiday, don't they? And...
Yeah. So no one cares. And E3 this year wasn't even that great, was it? Let's be honest.
No.
Let's be honest. So I think we should get on to some emails.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, that ruled. And the first email tonight is off Blake. It's off Blake. I like that. It's a good name, Blake. Strong name, Blake.
Hey.
He says it's heloosh.
Hello.
First email, long-time listener.
Oh, yelling at-
Ooh.
All right, Blake.
Thanks
It's
for
good
writing
of
in.
you to email in. Well, I like new emailers.
Yes.
Anyway,
Something.
I know, yeah. He says this. Hey, guys.
Hey.
Hey.
I have been listening for the last year and a half. Every week, I look forward to listening to your goofballs. It's like bullshitting with my friends for a couple of hours while talking about the most important matters at hand. Video games.
Yeah, someone's beatboxing in the background too.
Yeah. I find myself playing a lot of games you all recommended. I'm looking forward to playing Chini's
Thank you,
Mario
Duchess.
Maker. Good God, Duke.
Oh, it's the Duchess. She comes on. She starts
How can you
beatboxing.
blame her for you talking?
She was beatboxing.
Jesus Christ. Right. Are you finished? Are you quite finished?
She's not near the mic, so hopefully we're finished with her beatboxing. Yes.
Okay.
I'm
I
not
look
saying I
forward
don't like it. It's Stuart.
Oh my God.
Fail.
And I'll try again. And look forward to playing Chinny Mario Maker levels soon. Not
Just
really.
consider it revenge for when we kept interrupting Chinny earlier.
Yeah, I know, yeah. Yeah, since I just bought the game, so he's on the Mario Maker. Stu, after listening to you talk about the Quest podcast after podcast, I have bought one. Oh, no. I'm always worried, when someone buys something on the back of you
Yeah,
saying
that bothers
something,
me.
you're always
Right.
like,
You owe
"Oh."
them if they don't like it.
And I'm really enjoying it. Oh, that's good
Yeah,
news.
that's good.
I always feel a bit better. I feel like this thing is the beginning of what VR is supposed to be. Yeah, I've got to echo that.
I think it's the end of what VR is supposed to be.
I have had a PSVR for a while, so he's got experience, so he knows what he's getting into. So at least he knows that. But it does not compare to the ease of use and tracking of the Quest and what it provides. I have been on the Beat Saber with SideQuest, and it's a game changer. I don't know if you have tried the free game Rec Room. I have a little bit, but not enough to sort of form an opinion, really. But that game mode Paintball is a lot of fun. Since it's so portable and easy to set up, I feel like the ambassador of VR, lol. If only I could make a commission. I'll make commission. Since I've sold 5 of them, and one of them was even to my own mum.
Oh, wow.
So he's like convincing everybody to get these things. He's worse than me.
Yeah.
Anyways, Duke, Chinnies, and Stu, you guys rock. Keep on gaming. Thanks for the show, Blake.
Oh,
I
thanks,
don't know
Blake.
why I need to sell in an accent like that, but I feel like that's how it should be said.
I think that's appropriate.
Blake.
Blake.
Blake. Okay, here we go. Oh, God. Oh, bloody hell. All right, I'm going to have to get into just a minute. Let me just rev myself up for this.
Fraser?
No.
Singalahar?
No, just a minute. Potato. I've just got to get the right accent, sorry.
Wow, we can just be racist now.
I know, yeah, sorry. Hello again. Hello. This is from Colin, by the way. Hey, Stu, Chinny, and Duke, a.k.a. the Awesome Threesome. There's no MLGX party in London, but they are having MLGX 2019 community meetup in Birmingham. That accent's just terrible. I'm just going to do it only because that's
Yeah,
rude.
stop that.
Sorry, I'm sorry. In Birmingham on Saturday.
Do it again.
Yeah, sure. On Saturday, September 28th, will you be going? I didn't realise there was an alternative meetup. Were you aware of this, Chinny?
Yes.
All right. Are we going?
No.
Okay.
Because it's in
There's the
Birmingham. We'll
answer.
be in London.
Oh, is it at the same time?
I
No,
believe
it isn't.
so. Is
No,
it
no,
not?
no, it's not. No.
Oh.
September 28th, man. The EGX is October.
Oh, right. Well, no.
Okay.
Because...
You'll think of some sort of reason not to
No,
go.
it's like, I'm just coming back from America then. I don't know.
America!
Oh,
So-
yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to miss EGX this year, so I want lots of videos of your weekend, Chinny. I will be there in spirit.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. I'll try my best. Try my
Try
best.
your best, man. Try your best. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
That's all you can do. So, I was wondering, as I've only been listening to you guys for the last 2.5 years, I was thinking, how did you all get together?
Oh, no.
And who thought
Oh,
of
not
the
this
name
story
of the
again.
podcast? Oh, no. Oh, no. Mind you, there's always new listeners, right? Duke, as quick as you can, do it.
Yeah, they were doing a thing together. Stu was playing table tennis, and then it was talking about GTA, and then it was the type of thing where I was like, "Hey, the music on Peggle is different. It's similar to the music on Fight Club." And then I sent a thing in. They were like, do the show with us."
Okay, Stu, you do your version very quick.
Okay.
Go.
Okay, yeah, so we used to do a podcast called
Quicker.
The 035s. I'm sorry, I can't do this.
We don't have time for all that.
All right, podcast 035s. Then the 035s finished, and we needed to do a new podcast, so we came up with a name, which was Veteran Gamers. Not entirely sure how that came about, but we did come up. I can't remember how we came up with it.
Quicker.
Can you remember?
Quicker.
Anyway, Drew did loads of little logos, and they were all shit because they looked like Call of Duty, and we're like, no fucking Call of Duty, we don't even play that. Only you play that shit game. And then Drew came up with another logo, which was great. So we did that, and then we've been doing it ever since.
Victor.
And that was it. And yeah.
Good.
I don't know who thought of the name actually. Can you remember?
I think we was
Just
looking
make
for
a website which
we
says
was
it on
we was looking for domain names. And we went, that's fine. Let's move on.
Yeah. probably.
Yeah.
Sounds
I
right.
remember. It sounded right anyway.
Hmm.
Okay, here we go. We've got some questions for each of us.
Oh,
Ooh.
So the first one is for you, me, actually. What am I talking about?
It's
It's
for
for you and me, you and me.
Yeah,
Stu.
me.
Stu, this
You
is
have
for you.
selected me, meaning you. That is incorrect.
As in me, as in you. Stu, have you ever had a falling out? I've had enough of those two ridiculing my awesome choice of games on VR.
Idiots.
Not really, have we? I don't think we've ever had where you consider we actually fell out.
The only time I think we came close was when you were telling me why Senua's Sacrifice or whatever it's called.
I was not a
Was
happy chappy that
14?
first.
Yeah, no, that's fine. It's just we didn't realize there was actually a thing there, and we were so used to giving each other a hard time for nothing that it was kind of awkward a little bit because we were like, oh, we need to actually be human here in this moment and not just make fun of it.
Yeah, that's probably the closest, really. I can't remember any other time.
Yeah.
No, and that wasn't really that big a thing anyway.
It was cool. We all got to an understanding quickly.
like
Yeah.
it was like resolved. It wasn't like it didn't last for weeks. It lasted for
Right.
No.
5
5
minutes, if that.
Okay, question for you, Chinny.
Yes,
Do you miss your long flowing locks?
sometimes.
What do you miss? What do you miss? I remember the not Vidal Sassoon but wherever the hell it was, the posh hairdressers you went to. That's what I remember about your.
Tony and Guy, yeah.
Yeah, and you came, I'll never forget. You came to I came to pick you up to go to EJX, and you just had this
Beautiful
long,
hair.
massive, shiny hair, and I'm like, "What are you? You look like a girl. What is going
Yeah.
on?"
It was great. I never
Yeah.
felt so happy.
That's what-
Do I miss them? Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes I miss the way that I just because as soon as I cut my hair, I just look like every other white man. If you used to pick default on a character creator in a video game, you would get me, short dark hair, blue eyes. Do you know what I mean? 6'3". Like I'm just the default white man. I'm just the most vanilla man. All right. So like the long hair made me stand out a little bit.
Oh, you're not vanilla, Ginny. You're very tall.
Yeah, I suppose that's the only unique feature I have, and my very bad posture as well is another thing I've got going for me. At least my brother has ginger. Do you know what I mean? I don't even have that.
Yeah.
So I don't. It's just you know what I mean. When you pick a character creation, you just go back to default. It would be me. It's just me. It's really easy for me to make my character in games like Fallout and stuff like that because it literally just starts out like that. So it's
Yeah,
fine.
so you don't have to do anything.
No, I don't have to do anything.
Yeah,
no.
pick the default character.
Yeah,
done.
yeah. You just think of a white man with dark, short hair with blue eyes. That's pretty much me. That's fine. I don't know how we're going to
It sounds sexy to me, Chinny.
Yeah, so sometimes I miss it, but it's the practicality of it that I don't miss. And also in the hot weather, it's not very pleasant either because it's very, it's very hot, hot and spicy. Yeah.
There you go. Duke, question for you. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead, shoot. Let me hear you shoot. Fire away.
What is your favourite soundbite ever?
Oh man, I can never pick just one.
Come on, Mum. What's your favourite? Got to do it.
Why didn't I play?
Kissing me.
There we go. That should have been playing the whole time.
Is that seriously your favourite soundbite?
No, I think it's this one. Why isn't it playing? Damn, what's going on with the sound effects?
Uh-oh, they're
Oh
broke.
no,
Sound
he
effects.
broke it.
Ah,
Thank God.
this might be it.
Okay.
I think that might be my favorite. I don't know. There's a lot of them.
I still think. Do you know what my favourite is? Play my game, bitch. I mean, that's still my favourite. What's your favourite, Ginny?
It's a good one. I mean, sound clips and jingles are two different things.
Yeah, bitch.
Play my game, bitch.
Yeah, it's got the Breaking Bad connection.
Yeah, bitch.
Yeah, it is a good
There
one.
you go. That is pretty good.
It is good.
Yeah, Ginny, any from you favourite soundbite or jingle?
No, not really. Just I like the Chad Warden ones. They're the ones that make me laugh.
All in.
Yeah, I love those. Good old chat.
Yeah.
room.
I think my personal finest moment, because I know Duke
We try to play some games.
creates most of this, was the confessions one. I was always quite proud of that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I made that one.
Oh, did you really?
Hey kid, I want you to spill your guts. Tell us everything. Thing. Everything.
Okay, I'll talk.
Yeah, I created that. I was quite proud of it. Anyway, there you go. He says, best of luck for the 500th episode. Sadly, I will be away in 3 weeks.
Oh no.
But I would love to drop in to say hello, so please consider me. That makes no sense.
Yeah.
Best of luck, 500. Sadly, I will be away in 3 weeks, but I would love to drop in and say hello, so
Maybe
please consider me.
I don't know. I don't know what the problem.
Does that make sense to you?
No,
Does
not
that mean he's available for the show? I'm not sure, but
I don't know what
we'd
happened.
love to have you on, Colm. We would. We'd get you on here in
Yeah.
a flash.
Indeed, you do.
Indeed, you do. The next email is a message from me, Stu Fowler, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Okay, here we go. Look, guys, I'm pretending to read an email from Jason, but these are truly my thoughts, not his.
Okay.
I like weird and shit. I love Duke's big tits. I like Ginny's wedding shoes. I still watch Blue Clues. I used to love video games. Now I crawl the hall of VR shame. I wear paddy bra, suck beer through straws, and give Jason a hard time because he's different than me. Stu the Rapper coming at you hard. I'll work out something legit next time. Suck.
Well, there you go.
Okay.
Love Stu the Rapper, apparently.
Sure.
I tried to do that in a rappy kind of shit styley.
I see.
I did.
And how did that work out for you?
No, not well. I'm
Not
not
well,
good
did it?
at to rap anything
No.
apart from a Christmas present.
No.
I mean, I'll be honest, I'm not fucking very good at that either.
No.
It looks like some kid's done it about 6 years old when I wrap something up for Christmas.
I like
Well,
wrapping
yeah.
up presents.
Oh, I hate it. It's
Okay.
my most hated thing to do. Hate it. Anyway, that being said, we have got another email from Kev Westerman.
Oh yeah, good old Kev.
Good old Kevy boy,
Kev.
Kev. All right, Kev. All right. He says this: Sunday, 8 o'clock. What is up, veterans?
What up?
What's
How
that?
you doing?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Fine.
How are you, Kev? You ask. Well, me, I'm fantastic.
I didn't
Thanks
ask.
for asking, Stu.
I didn't ask.
These move controllers are working a treat. They're proving to be quite difficult to use, probably because I haven't put my Switch down since I've had it.
Oh shit.
Oh, man. I've got all the new games, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, Mario Maker 2, My Friend Pedro. What am I spending my time on? Minecraft.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind. I'm really shit. I don't actually know what I'm doing or what the point of it all is. All I know is that mountain has to be flattened and that hole has to be dug. Haha.
What a ledge.
The only
Excellent.
game to draw me away from Minecraft is Dragon Quest Builders 2. I have
Oh,
no idea. Fuck
wow,
me.
man. I haven't played it, but I'm curious.
Fuck me, this is a belter. I bought the missus a copy on release day. I didn't think I'd like it much. I picked a copy up anyway and put about 15 hours into it yesterday. How do you play a game for 15 hours straight? I haven't done that since I was about 12.
Play it a lot.
15 hours. The missus is away. So, yeah, he's just, enjoying himself 15 hours of
You do
whatever that
you.
is.
You do you, Kev.
Yeah, Kev. What a game. Fun storyline delivered in a JRPG-style action-adventure filled with exploration, crafting, and building.
Yeah.
At first, it seems like it's a kid's game, but the pace soon picks up once you pass the opening level. There's a demo available on Switch, and I can't recommend it enough. I might download it and give it a whirl. I like Japanese games. If it's a demo, I'll play a demo. Anyway, not much in the way of a question this week, apart from, are you heading to Ubisoft event in Birmingham next month?
No.
No. Do you know what? I'd rather stick pins in my eyes than go to an Ubisoft event.
I'm not that harsh, but
No, come on, man. Just to look at
You gotta stick
games that just
What?
have a different skin but the same template for everything they make.
I
No,
like
no,
Ubisoft
thank you.
game.
I used to, but
Hey,
it's
Far Cry stuff is good.
Ugh,
Assassin's Creed is okay on occasion.
Yeah.
Division's awesome.
yeah.
I like
They're all
Ubisoft.
shit.
I just,
They're all shit.
I don't like a developer standing next to me while I'm trying to judge their game because then I start to remember that people make things and it hurts my feelings. So
Or hurts their feelings.
it's
you mean.
their feelings. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. Doesn't hurt your feelings because you don't care. Anyway.
Maybe he does care. There's a sympathetic pain that happens.
No, I
Yeah.
don't. I left a Google
He
review
does-
today.
He
I left
doesn't
I
care.
left a Google review today, and it was scathing.
What on? What on?
A cafe that we went to,
Wow.
and the
Oh,
guy
you're
was
hot.
the guy was so apologetic.
Not good enough. I want
Well,
free
even
shit.
at the cafe, he was apologetic.
Yeah,
wasn't
because
he?
they fucked up our order and everything, and I was like, no, fuck them.
So even though he tried to rectify the situation, you were still scathing.
Yeah, because I mean they fucked it up big style. Like you know,
Did you go,
Angela.
do you know who I am?
You know, I've got 1,113 subscribers on YouTube.
I'm an influencer.
So no, you know Angela, Tara's mom. She ordered a lasagna. It wasn't even lasagna that came out, right?
What was it?
I don't know. It was like something else, but we had like potatoes in it and stuff.
Oh, Musaka.
That's it, Masaka, right? And then Simeon ordered like a peri peri chicken thing. It was something else.
Tandoori.
No, it's like it was. I think it was the Cajun chicken something. And then my meatballs were crap, and it took forever. And the other table, their meal took forever. It took so long that the child started crying and they left.
Wow.
So I'm sorry.
not a
You
good
can come out and
cafe, is it?
apologise, but people are too nice when giving feedback. If you don't give honest feedback, they can't improve. I'm sorry, but like it was fucking shit.
I would hazard a guess that the man who runs that, or woman who runs that cafe, knew it were a bit shit.
No, I don't think they were there because Simeon was saying that it's usually really good, and the guy who owns it isn't here today. But hey, if the cafe's crap when you're not there, then you've got a problem. You got a different problem.
Yeah, you've got to keep that in safe hands while you're away.
Yeah, exactly. So, yep, there you go. That's me being harsh.
Have a good week, chaps. Chinny, send me codes when you make more levels on Mario Maker.
If you just go if you put the code in earlier that I read out, that's just my ID, and then you can just
access everything.
You can see everything then, yeah. I found Kev's little plot of land in Minecraft. Me and who was it? Oh no, it was Tim Kelly. We know Tim Kelly. Chopper Kelly. Yeah, me and him were like wandering around chatting in Minecraft. So I am playing Minecraft this week. I forgot. And he said, "Oh, Tim Kelly is my neighbour in Minecraft." And I said to him, "Nice bricks." Like he's changed all this wall, and he put some steps in it to make it look like it got gaps. He did. It does look really nice actually. And he says, "Oh, I've changed this whole pathway," and I followed the path. And then we kind of, I made this. You know those little canyons you get, Duke. You know, like just they're kind of like natural canyons, right? I made this like shitty little dirt bridge across it because I had to walk across it at one point. And Kev has made this like bridge, this like proper bridge that goes across it. I was like, I made this, but you just made it all better. And then I saw Kev sort of he's got FNK in big letters in the distance, and I saw it and I was like, and then we went over and then there was a cow and a sheep in a boat having sex. I don't know why.
That is just all
Like
kinds
that
of
sheep
strange.
and
That is
What the hell?
That is just so, Kev. So no, we were. I just wandered around there. So I found his thing. But yeah, the good news is about my Minecraft situation is the TNT phase is over.
Wow.
Yeah. So I've been using a lot of TNT to shift a lot of land because basically my statue was on a mountain which was next to another mountain, and I stupidly decided to get rid of these mountains so my statue is really prominent and stands out.
Visible from all angles.
And I obviously remember what it was like before, but now it's completely changed. And I've flattened it all. I still haven't filled it up with water. I discovered a mob spawner very below my statue. But I accidentally blew up the mob spawner thing. Never mind. So it's all good. Yeah. So I'm still doing it. Still sort of mining away at the craft, and yeah, I'm just in a different phase of the statue. I'm going to be in a rebuild. I'm going to build the sort of area around it next. It's a tricky phase. So what I'm planning on doing is making a moat right around my statue, around the sides and the back, not the front, but within the moat are going to be like passageways and glass walkways and stuff. So I'm going to make all those first and then fill it with water. So yeah, it's going to be tricky, but I'll get it done. Yeah.
You can do it.
Yeah. Have you seen Gareth in the chat says, Chinny, just watch the beginning of this stream. Surely getting a chicken dinner is harder than a 147. So many variables in PUBG.
Yeah.
I am sorry about your 147.
Nope. I mean, that's the thing, is that if you don't win a PUBG, like you think you're going to get a chicken dinner in PUBG, like that's frustrating. But if you think you're going to get a 147 and then someone screws it up,
I know.
Oh, God.
I came second in PUBG a lot when I was hunting for my chicken dinner.
Yeah, you haven't nearly got. How many times have you nearly got a 147, Ginny?
Probably about twice.
There's no pain like that pain.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah, horrible pain. Horrible, Gareth. You need to repent.
Yeah.
Actually, we shouldn't be mean to Gareth.
We should.
He very kindly he very kindly banned himself for next week.
Bless him.
Then
He bans himself for life. That's what he needs to do.
That's
you know what I think?
That's the true commitment.
I think the full repenting would be when Snooker 19 comes out on Switch, he buys you a copy.
Yeah, that'd be even better.
Or he could stick a speak pipe in where he sings.
Yeah. What can he say? Oh, I think. Here we go, Gareth. I've got
Snooker Loopy. Is that what it is?
Snooker Loopy. You've got to send us a speak pipe singing Snooker Loopy, and all will be forgiven. How about that? There you go. I think you've got to sing the full words and everything.
Oh dear.
Yes, Gareth. That is your punishment. Right. Okay. Duke, you should check out Fortnite Save the World. What is that? I can't imagine you like anything Fortnite related, would you?
What is it? I know what Fortnite is. What's Save the World?
No clue.
Let me look it up live on the show.
Is that the original game? I don't know. Stu, pick up Just Dance 19 for £11 on Switch. Good fun and keeps the calories burning. I think if I was going to pick up a dancing game, it would probably more likely be Dance Revolution. Not Dance Revolution. What the hell's that thing? Anyway, that thing that used to be on the Kinect. What's that called? I don't know. But they've got a version of that on the Quest, so I'd probably more likely pick that up. And I'm not that interested in that, to be honest. I think I'll just stick to what I'm doing. I've got plenty of games that give me exercise. I don't need to look like a prat trying to dance to, I don't know, Uptown Funk or something.
Uptown Funk you up.
Yeah. And if it's like a lot of these games, you have to wait till you unlock songs. I hate that. Just give me the songs, man. I don't want to unlock shit. Just give them to me. Give them to me now. Okay, next email tonight is from no one, because that's all of them done. We're done.
Cool.
Oh, jeez.
Just gone by and check, man. There's definitely no more. Don't worry, I've got speak pipes, Duke. Speak pipe. It's the way to leave a message for us. Gareth, by the way, has responded. He says, I ain't singing Snooker Loopy. I've banned myself for life.
Oh, there you go. That's the appropriate action to take, Gareth.
Yeah.
There you go. Speak pipes. Let's hear them, Duke.
So the first one is from Derek Sainz, and it sounds a little something like this.
Hello, veteran gamers. It's Derek Sainz back again, and this is probably the hottest speak pipe I'll ever send to you. I did initially think that it was something I'd only say to my friends and family, but I realized over the last 5 years or so, I've come to think of the veteran gamers and the community around it as my friends and family. And so a couple of days ago, my mother, Dora Robinson Sains, she passed away in the nursing home. She'd only been in for just over a week. And I was lucky enough to have visited her on the night before it happened, so I was glad about that. And I just wanted to do a little online tribute to her, so I hope you won't mind. She was a woman who always had dreams of a better life for her friends, her family, and herself. Maybe not always realizing that the life she'd given to me, my brother, and my sister was already great. But if I had a chance to speak to her one more time, I think I'd tell her how much I'm going to miss her. I hope she was proud of me. And to keep on dreaming, keep on dreaming.
She keeps me warm. She keeps me warm. She keeps me warm.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Thanks, man. We appreciate you sharing. Sorry that it happened.
Yeah, sorry to hear about that, man. That sucks.
As many people know, my dad died when I was 16 years old, so I know how much pain it can bring when a parent goes. There's never a good time. They say time heals all wounds. I don't know if that's true, but certainly the pain we feel is closer and more acute when it happens. But you know, the bonds that we share and the time that we spend with people make it easier for us to deal with their absence, I hope. So good luck to you.
Yeah. Just we'll be thinking of you, Derek.
Yes. I'm glad that Derek thinks of us that way, that he can share that information. So I'm really grateful, Derek, that you shared that with us. I'm glad that you're comfortable in sharing that with us. We'll buy you a drink. Well, I will. Stu won't, because he's tight. When we go to EGX. If you come in, and I hope you're well, and I hope we can make you sort of think about something else and you know, just help you heal in some sort of small way.
That's
there
right.
There you go.
The love of friends and overcome some difficulties. So
yeah.
Thanks for being with us and sharing it with us.
Yeah. Right.
All right, here comes the next one. It's from Peter Dixon, and it's 20 seconds long.
Also, if you'd like the pleasure of my company for the 500th podcast, just speak to my best friend Jay, who you all know and love for driving up and down the M62. Yay.
Right, I think you've missed the first part of the
there
email.
were two.
Okay. That was the last bit.
Exit, that's why. So that was the second one. I need to go to the first one. Oh, the first one didn't come through. You just sent an MP3. No. It collapses it. That's why.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
No, because that's 20 seconds.
No, hold up. I'll send it again. Just bear with me. I did send it, but we can send it again.
3, 4, 5. I think maybe you sent the same one twice.
Not that I'm aware of. Let me have a look. Maybe I did.
I got the same twice at this link.
Right, this is 40.
There are.
Yeah, I know, yeah. This is 48 seconds, so this must be the one.
What do I look like? A guy who's not lazy?
There you go. I've sent it again.
Checking my email now. I don't have it yet. It's coming across the ocean, you see. Takes a while.
Coming across the I know, it's weird, isn't it? It's coming across the ocean.
There, got it. Okay, so let's open this one up. There's 48 seconds. Okay.
Hello, veteran gamers. I've just finished playing a 10-hour interactive movie version of I, Robot, entitled Detroit, Become Human, by that professor of pretentiousness, David Cage. I'd like, if I may, present you fine fellows with my review of said game. So here we go. It's time to face my opinion. This game's last movie is pretty damn good. Thank you, veteran gamers. I'm off to go make love to something. It's time to face my penis.
Wow.
Okay. And here's the second one.
Yeah, well, we've heard that one, but let's hear it again.
like the pleasure of my company for the 500th podcast, just speak to my best friend Jay, who you all know and love for driving up and down the M62. Yay.
Okay, thanks so much.
I think that was
I-
Jay.
I- Yeah, I think it was Jay, but what I now wonder is, what does he really sound like?
No, I think that's it.
It's as loud as he's going to get, because our 500th is going to be loud, baby. Loud.
Oh, yeah. Yes, Jay, and for anybody else who wants to come on the show, what you need to do is send me a Skype request if you want to be on the show. Because somebody on Twitter did, and I sent him my Skype name, and he's not sent it. So you ain't going to be on unless you send it to me. Come on, people.
Yeah.
Get it sent.
I'll make it.
So yeah, direct message is probably the best way, or send us an email to podcast@veterangamers.co.uk. So if you send us one of those there, we can get you hooked up, and then we can speak to you on the 500th show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you need to do. And that's about it, I believe. So we do need to do some
We're
shout
done.
outs and get the hell out of here.
It's time for a shout out. Hey!
Shout out. Right, Duke, over to you.
I will shout out Antonio because he had his launch of Genie in the Watch, and I haven't had a chance to check it out yet, but I will. So good luck to him. I hope everything went well with
Is
that.
it finally out? Because I saw loads of various things saying it was and it wasn't, and he was messing around and it wasn't. He was going to do it on YouTube. All right, I'll try it on. I'll have a look on the old Echo after.
Yeah, and then I'll shout out the Duchess because she rocks, even if she comes by beatboxing sometimes. And I will shout out everyone listening and Gareth for screwing up Chinny's 643. And I'll shout out HD Horizontal, whatever his name is, because we should play some Rocket League again sometime. That's it.
Very good. Chinny, over to you.
So I'll shout out Derek for obvious reasons. I'll also shout out FNK for playing my Mario Maker level. And I'll also shout out Ricochet, who also commented on my Mario Maker level. And he said, super cool. A good start from a podcast fan. And just to go over again, my ID, for people that want to know, is on Mario Maker 2, by the way, is L80PP2VQF. So if you want to play my levels, I'm almost finished with one other one. I made it for Simeon, and it says, hi Sim at the start, but I might delete that now because he has played it and put some actual stuff there. So yeah, I'm almost done it, and yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Very good, very good. Well, I'm going to start off my shout-outs with an iTunes review because we've got yet another one this week.
Yeah. That's how we get $100 if we get iTunes reviews.
We do. Extra $100 bonus payment.
Yo. You want them iTunes reviews? You got to.
So the last time we got a review in this particular country was in 2013.
Was it Tanzania?
No.
Is it
No,
America?
so that's how long ago. No.
Was it
No, we've
Europe?
had some recent ones in America.
Is it Australia?
No.
Was it Japan?
No.
Is it
It
Germany?
Canada?
No. Oh, I'm just kidding. Yeah, Canada. Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
Was it really?
Canada.
Are all the same with your beady little eyes and flapping heads.
So where it's all 8-bit, is that it?
That is exactly that place. And it's from XJ Rider 98. And he says, this podcast sucks ass.
Nice.
That's right.
No, it doesn't. He said, great podcast, 5 stars. He said, these veteran gamers add a different, well-rounded perspective to all platforms of gaming. Their humor adds to the recipe for great entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah, so thank you very much for that. It's always nice. Look, like I said last week, I check all countries that speak English.
He really does.
I do check other countries as well, but we never have any anywhere.
You would love
One day
a
I want to-
review from
I want
Japan.
in a foreign language. I want to
Yeah.
see a foreign language.
Or you would
review.
love a review from somewhere like a country you've never even heard of. That's what you'd
Yeah.
love.
Yeah, that's what I want to
So
know.
if you're
Do you know,
listening in a
weirdly-
country that probably isn't very popular in terms of Western knowledge, then leave an iTunes review because then you'll make Tuesday.
Weirdly though, It was so funny this week. We got an email off a guy who does podcast tracking, and it was like, oh, well, I'll have a go. I'll have a look at that. And it tells you what ranking you are in every country on the iTunes charts. And I can't remember what it was. It was something like some weird Caribbean island. We're like number 8 in games and hobbies.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how is that possible? That's just all kinds
They
of
love us
strange.
over there.
They love us in some weird,
In
like,
the
small
Caribbean.
Caribbean
Yeah, I
island.
can't walk down the street in the Caribbean
Yeah.
without getting recognised.
Yeah. There was a couple of countries where we were in the top 20
Right.
on the iTunes charts, and then none of them were like what you'd expect. I'll find out for next week. I'll tell you
That'll
where they
be
were. but there
interesting
was-
stats.
I know, super interesting stats.
I wouldn't say
But,
super.
yeah.
I'd say mildly
Super interesting.
Mildly
Super
interesting.
Yeah, but some really weird countries were in the top. We're in the top 20 on iTunes.
Nice.
Yeah, but apart from that, I'm going to shout out everybody who contributes to the show. Obviously, a special shout out to Derek, man. We're thinking about you in this awful time that you're going through at the moment, and hopefully you'll be fine. And apart from that, get on the show, 500 people.
Episode
Send us-
500,
Yeah,
August
send
the
us
4th.
contact us.
Yeah.
I will send Jay the link or the username I use on Skype so he can send me an FR, and then we can get Jay on. And if you want to do the same, you need to contact us in some way and let us know. And that's it, I think, and we're done.
Yeah.
I think we're done. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Thanks for listening, people.
Bye.
What else did you want to discuss?
There you go. That's it. Another week done.
People. And next week we're recording on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday. A week on Tuesday, even.
Right. So tune in for that.
Yeah, 9 o'clock, same time, people, but different day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. And then
All
a
right.
week on Sunday, it's the 500th show. Put it in your diary and get your ass on it.
Yeah.
I can't remember the day for that. What's the day for that anyway? Who
August the
cares?
4th.
August the 4th, people. Put it in your diary.
God.
Yeah.
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 And that's the show.
That's the shoe.